So CY Leung this week really stirred up the pot when it comes to immigration, and they have announced that there are going to be changes to the employment visa and also the admission of mainland talents and professional scheme through the introduction in Q2 of 2015 of so-called enhanced measures. Now, essentially, for the employment visa and the admission of mainland talents and professionals scheme, the Immigration Department haven't announced any specific adjustments to the essential consideration criteria for approval, but what they have done is announce that there's going to be more liberal limits of stay granted to people who qualify under these programs. And these enhanced measures in relation to improved limits of stay arrangements essentially mean that the approval pattern of the employment visa and the admission of mainland talents and professional scheme is going to change from 1, 2 to 3 years to 2 plus 3 plus 3 years. Now that's for both admission of mainland talents and professional scheme and also the employment visa under the general employment policy. The Immigration Department have taken it one step further, however, when it comes to very well remunerated employment and the admission of mainland talents and professional scheme visa holders. What they're saying now is that any such candidate who has an income of at least 2 million Hong Kong dollars will be able to be deemed a Tier 1 applicant. Now, a Tier 1 applicant is going to get essentially two privileges. They're going to get, as all admission of mainland talents and professional scheme and general employment policy employment visa holders, successful applicants get, they're going to get a 2 plus 3 plus 3 year period of stay. However, as a Tier 1 applicant, you're going to get a 2 year period of stay and also then, slam dunk, 6 years. Now, in order to qualify for this, you need to be adducing evidence to the Immigration Department of your income over those over that time, to the tune that you are making 2 million Hong Kong dollars a year. But if you are, then in addition to that privilege, that's the 2 plus 6 years, essentially you're going to be able to change employers all the time that you're in Hong Kong without formally and pro forma going to the Immigration Department and seeking a change of sponsorship. This means that after you've changed employers, you'll simply have to notify the Immigration Department in writing within 30 days of your change of employer, which is one less application to make and certainly something that will prove of significant value and benefit to people who do earn a lot and, because of the nature of what they do, command serious opportunities to change jobs within the overall development of their career. So these are the changes that are afoot for the general employment policy and the admission of mainland talents and professional scheme. And as I mentioned, it's not clear yet whether or not there's been a liberalisation of the essential approvability criteria. That remains to be seen. But people who are going to get these visas now are going to have liberalised limits of stay available to them, which means they don't have to be going down to the Immigration Department every time they want to get their visa extended. It means essentially if you're going to be with the same employer throughout all this time, you're more than likely only going to ever have to have an extension of stay application considered by the department on 3, or possibly, if you're a Tier 1 applicant, on 2 times during the first 7 years of your time in Hong Kong.